shading, and sharping. What have they done? Leaked minors' information, threatened players, scammed players, and one is a sexual predator. You thought open was bad? This is worse. Alright guys, so this is how it's going to work. I have his video, both of his videos actually. I'm going to put in clips and then I'm going to talk about those clips. But at the start, I don't really want to talk about a clip. I want to talk about the entire video and itself. I told you guys the backstory, pretty much what happened. Pretty much the entire video, he talks about how he was staff unfaithful and how long he's been there. He cares so much about the server. Why is he doing this stuff? So pretty much what is happening is Sharping at this very moment is still trying to leak information. He's trying to get money from the information. And I'm going to show a screenshot right here. That is him on Twitter actually saying he will take your information off for money. Now this is untrue, and he's already scammed a couple people doing this in the Faithful TeamSpeak. He's also been in Faithful TeamSpeak for about 4 days now, spamming Killa's name, saying his name, putting on his username, spamming information, spamming IPs, and he cares so much about the server that he is, I don't even know, he got demoted, and he's just leaking stuff that is illegal, but then he denies it. Now, Shading, on the other hand, he has leaked information, but he hasn't done as bad as Sharping. So Shading, I'm going to leave him out of this one. This one is mainly towards Sharping. Now, before I get into this more, all of the photos will be down in the description below, including the thumbnail makers, so shout out to bro.
As a platform admin, you're supposed to get paid $30 per month, and we were promised that by Killa.
If you're doing all this for $30, you have some serious issues, and that's pretty much the only reason you gave in your video is because he didn't give you $30 and then you got demoted. Now, I mean, obviously you're making more money off of this because you're scamming children in the TeamSpeak saying you'll take their IPs off.
Another reason was DDoSing as well. I've never DDoSed anyone in my life.
You say you've never DDoSed anyone in your life, and later on in the video you went to say that you had someone do it. So why are you setting in Faithful TeamSpeak for 4 days now, like I said, since your demotion, leaking the names, dropping IPs, telling me my IP personally, and having people hit other people off? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You're obviously obsessed with Faithful, or you're obsessed with doing something to Killa, but you haven't done anything to Killa. You've done quite the contrary. You've done it to everyone else on the server. And by the way, the players that were playing on your server, because you were platform admin, so that's the next rank closest to owner. So I don't really understand what you're doing here.
I can confirm that. I swear on my life I've never DDoSed anyone. I would never do that. It's kind of messed up to DDoS. But I'm gonna admit, it was on Veld though. I did not DDoS anyone. I did know a person who was DDoSing someone. I didn't stop him. I probably should have, but at the time I wasn't really thinking straight.
Now I would like to address another clip.
The thing. Yeah, it's just for the no money reason as well. If we weren't gonna get paid, I wasn't gonna bother staying around anymore, because it's kind of pathetic how we worked our asses off for a good month as platform admin rank and doing everything that other staff members should be doing. Because as a platform admin rank, we were doing like 10 times more effort than all the other staff members were.
Alright, I'm going to cut him off there. Let me start with the money thing. He's saying he's working his butt off for $30 a month. And then he turns it around and says doing the same thing that other staff members should be doing. So why are they not getting paid? Now you could say he's been there longer, which is true. So that's also going to contradict his other point. On Twitter, he was saying it's all public information. Everything he leaked was public information. He had a password to log into Bytecraft. The only reason he had that password is because he was a platform admin on the network. And he goes to say that he had been working 10 times harder. It's because he has the Bytecraft. But the other staff members cannot do that because they're not high enough ranking. Sharping and Shading were trusted with the Bycraft information because if Killa's not on, who is going to give the ranks out that were messed up by Bycraft? So none of this was public. They had a password to log in, which was a sub account, by the way, and they leaked all of the information, which was quote unquote public. And now people are going off saying that they shouldn't be trusted with this, right? The killer shouldn't have trusted them. But now the way that I see it is other servers do this as well. Now, they don't make you put in their information all the time. But like MineHQ, for example, its J-Halt is not the only one that has the Bycraft password, because he's not the only one that gives ranks. I'm sure that their platform admins, their co-owners have Bycraft as well, just they're not in it for fame. They're not in it for anything rather than to own the server. Now let's transfer gears here. Let's turn it around. Let's show some photos. So if he wants to leak addresses, IPs, names, and every damn thing you can think of, why don't I leak a couple of things that's happened to him? Now, I can't send you his information. I can't give any of that because that would be illegal. But what I can show you is various photos of him talking to underage girls, and it doesn't look good for him.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Alright guys, I don't want to hit off too strong, but let's go ahead and start with the first one, which is from a different girl that he was talking to, saying that he didn't jump from girl to girl, which he says this to all of them, which is kind of sick, to be honest. So here's the first photo. Now these next few photos are going to be going through, just sliding by, read them, or down in the description there will be Gyazos of each one so you can take the time to read it. Now just keep in mind these are to 13-year-old girls. Alright, so last night on Twitter, actually, he got someone to dox me. Now, he's saying that it wasn't him that did it, which I don't think it was. But, however, I do have a photo here of him trying to get people to dox me and actually showing my information to multiple people. And he's planning on doxing others. And in this next photo, it's our DMs, and he says, "Careful, Connor." Now, Connor is on my Twitter, but that is my name. And there was another place where he put my last name, so he would only know this by doxing me or looking at the information, so it just proves that he has the information. And then right after that, he says, "Let's have some fun," after I posted something on Twitter, so I'm assuming that he was going to do something. And actually right after that, his friend sent a picture of my house. Now, I know I wasn't able to answer or everyone's question, or rather if their thing is leaked or what is going to happen or like what's going on or everything that's going on. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment down below. I normally reply to every comment. Also, Killa wanted me to put this in here because I did ask him a question, like if he had any information on him. He wanted me to tell you that it was safe to donate now, and he's the only one that has the information. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I mean, I donated. I'll just say donate at your own risk to Faithful. Now, this is not a promotion video at all. This was clearly in only wanting to expose Sharping and Shading for what they have done, not just to me, but to thousands of players, which is illegal, and also what Sharping does to girls. I mean, it's disgusting, and hopefully these pictures have shown you what he's done. Like I said, they're all down below. So yeah, and also once again, shout out to Bro for making the thumbnail, and comment down below if you have any questions. I wanted to make this video better and more entertaining and more funny, but honestly there's no way to do that with the things that this guy has done and still doing. So stay safe, donate at your own risk. play Minecraft, guys.